Hey there guys, what is going on? Season 6 of course in Modern Warfare is finally upon us and it's a very exciting time to be a Call of Duty fan. We do of course have the Cold War Zombies revealed tomorrow, which is looking absolutely cool as hell, but we've also got a new battle pass of 100 tiers with loads of great items to unlock. In this video we're going to be talking about the best ways to level up your battle pass again in Season 6. Now, we have made a number of these videos previously, and if you've seen my Season 5, Season 4, Season 3 videos on this, you're not going to find too much new information here. But if you haven't seen any of them, and you guys have been very helpful in the comments compiling all of these tips and stuff, we should get some good tips and stuff out here. Just before we do get into the first couple of tips here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on if you have not already done so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming Season 6 content. Right, so starting us off with our main tip here, for the most part, as you may know, the Battle Pass is leveled up through time. We'll talk about ways around that in just a second for the rest of this video, but most of your tier XP is going to come simply by playing the game. I get it, that's not a very satisfying answer. Playing the game helps level up the pass, who knew? That is absolutely amazing. But our real tip here in this particular instance is to play game modes that keep you in the game for longer. As the pass is leveled up mostly by time played, you want to limit your time in the menu if you do want to efficiently level up your pass. You want to be getting those consistent kills while playing the objective to maximize the amount of XP and points and progression bonuses that you do receive at the end. Everybody loves those little badges that you do get at the end of the game. Like, you see them all the time, like most bullets fired, most times killed, you know, all those good things that you actually do pick up a lot of the time. Those award extra experience, and it all goes towards your actual rank and your battle pass tier, which work in tandem to help us level up our pass very quickly. The main reason we would want to level up our pass quickly is to unlock the new weapons in Season 6, the SPR 208 Marksman Rifle, and of course the very exciting looking AS Val. So we'll move on to our next tips quickly here. When you do unlock the battle pass, you should know this by now, there are of course two options to purchase. One is the standard option that does start you at level 1 with a couple of nice unlocks and does cost about $15, or the second option of the battle pass bundle, which does give you a neat little bonus, putting you at level 20 instead, which allows you to unlock the first of the DLC weapons, which is of course the SPR 208, along with a bunch of other stuff like skins and new operators. Now, this does cost about twice as much, or about $30 or your regional equivalent, but if you are looking for that instant boost, that real quick shot in the arm to get you on your way towards the higher levels of the pass, this is the option that you could choose. Now, of course, this option isn't for everyone, and I'm not really saying that you should just go out and spend $30 without even thinking about it to unlock a new gun in the Call of Duties, but this is of course a valid option for those of you to cut out a little bit of the grind. This tip actually does kind of echo the first one that we talked about. You'll want to be playing game modes where kills and objective play is really common. Domination and Kill Confirmed are particularly good options for this as always. Domination doesn't actually have a time limit, so you've basically got unlimited time to get as many kills as you can, and obviously you do want to be playing the objective too to maximize those points gained, but Kill Confirmed has always been a fantastic option assuming you are collecting those tags, as it does basically mean you get double experience for kills. Basically, if you get that kill, then you double up on the experience by picking up that tag, and all of the experience and points that you do gain throughout every single match do help towards our progress, and that sort of gets our battle pass up higher and higher. Next, something that you might not have considered out there, Ground War is also a great way to get challenges done. There's loads of enemies to fight, long games, objectives to complete, and it's basically just the perfect game mode for leveling up your battle pass, really sort of in a very chill way. Ground War is also a great way to complete our officer challenge, which we'll talk more about in a second, but Ground War is really just a big sandbox that you can just have fun in. You can pretty much do whatever you like. It can be a little bit slow sometimes to get those challenges and stuff done if you're not getting into the middle of the action, but it is a sure and steady way to rack up that extra experience. Plus, it does offer a different way to play the game, so it can actually sort of break up the monotony of just sort of going into TDM games and stuff like that, so this is something a little bit interesting to consider. Something else that you'll definitely want to consider is to be completing the daily and weekly challenges. These do appear on your dashboard as you do load up the game, and typically little challenges that offer neat little bonuses. Rewards can typically include experience, both rank and tier, as well as unique rewards like emblems or banners just for completing a simple task each day or each week. These can range from getting like stick 3 Semtex grenades to enemies to more difficult weekly challenges like getting 150 kills with an LMG while facing backwards, hanging upside down from the roof, and with your eyes shut. They typically don't require too much effort to complete though, and they offer a nice little boost to our experience, of course, both rank and tier. Saying that, I'm not 100% sure of the exact breakdown of rank XP and tier XP when you do unlock these challenges, or complete them rather, as I've heard conflicting reports in my comment section, but from my experience, completing these challenges is beneficial for completing our battle pass. Even if it doesn't offer actually that much tier experience, these challenges do offer a new unique way to play the game, which can help avoid burnout while you are grinding towards those max levels and those higher tiers, and moving towards rank 155, and increasing that rank will become more important in a second. Another unique option that you might not have considered before is to actually actually play the Spec Ops missions. I know that that's not everyone's cup of tea, but they do offer a decent amount of experience. Sometimes by completing 1 or 2 of the missions, you'll end up with about a couple of levels of played. You can also get some neat little cosmetic rewards like different operators for completing these, so it's definitely an option for those who are looking for something a little bit different in order to rank up their pass and of course get their level a little bit higher as well. For those Warzone players out there, you should be looking at completing those contracts that you do find on the ground. Of course, they do offer you those in-round bonuses like guns and ammo, of course you know that already, but they do offer decent experience as well. So the more you do complete per round, the more experience you'll gain. And then getting like high kill games, so if you do last longer, you'll get more experience, and then if you get more kills, you'll also get more experience, and as well as game modes like that, like the Blood Money one where you respawn constantly, those are very, very good for experience as well, because you typically do get a high amount of kills in them as well. So that's just something to consider for those Warzone players out there. Next, Infinity Ward have of course continued the tradition of offering numerous double XP weekends, or even weeks as they've shown throughout Season 4 and 5. This does offer a limited time boost to either experience, like in weapon, rank, or tier XP. Sometimes it does only include the first 2, but there have been a number of occasions throughout the previous seasons where double XP has been offered for tiers, which is really, really nice. So it's important to keep an eye out on the main menu or on the official Call of Duty or Infinity Ward Twitter accounts, because they do offer and announce those double XP periods of time before they do go live. And it's important to make the most of these windows because it becomes very, very easy to rank up and tier up when double XP is active, and it's a huge boost to get that level 100 as well as getting to rank 155. Of course, if you don't really know what's going on in these games, you might be wondering why we're talking about rank 155 so much, and that is of course for a good reason. Every level above 55, you do unlock a new officer challenge, which are small to complex little challenges that are very similar to the daily and weekly challenges that offer a nice amount of experience and various rewards for completing them. And as like I said earlier, every time you do rank up above 55 up to 155, you do unlock a new one. These challenges typically are quite easy, but you can find some actual challenge out there sometimes, which does help keep the game interesting. Upon completion, depending on the difficulty, you get a bunch of experience, which is included towards your battle pass. And like we mentioned earlier, if we are talking about the daily and weekly challenges, even if these don't offer a great deal of experience towards your battle pass, they are still a great way to avoid burnout, as I mentioned earlier. These new unique ways to play the game will help keep it interesting while you are unlocking those last couple of pass tiers. Another way to get those fast, easy tiers is to keep an eye out for the tier sales. Infinity Ward typically releases these a couple of times per season, allowing people to purchase pass tiers for 100 COD points instead of 150, which is a good little deal there. Again, I'm not saying you should go grab your dad's credit card and buy all 100 or 80 tiers once they are a little bit cheaper, because it'll still cost you like $200, which no, but for most players, you'll typically end up with a few COD points laying around from the previous battle passes, so you should be able to get a decent amount of tiers just by waiting until all the tiers are on sale. Tier sales typically occur around the middle to the end of the season, so if you do see that tiers are on sale and you've got a couple of COD points spare, you might as well pick up some easy tiers. Another tip here, similar to what we talked about in the challenges, is to complete the trials. Trials are of course those small challenges that reward experience. I'm not convinced that these actually offer experience towards your battle pass, similar to the challenges that we talked about as I mentioned, but they are still fun, short little ways to shave off boredom. Basically, they are score or time-based challenges, which give you rewards based on completing them. I think you get for 3 stars, I think you get like 10,000 experience, which can easily be doubled with a double XP token. And as I was saying earlier, even if these don't offer battle pass experience, they still give you that little bit of an increase to your rank, meaning that you'll unlock more officer challenges, meaning you'll have more options for extra experience and new fresh ways to keep the game interesting while you are grinding towards pass 100. Plus, I think the time spent in these trials does actually count towards the pass experience, but I'm not 100% sure of that. And lastly, this is definitely the worst tip of all, but we feel like we should have to include this. If you are really impatient and you're really looking to finish off your pass, even unlock enough tiers to be closer to the weapon unlocks in this season, which are typically at 15 and 31, you can always just spend a little bit of cash. I'm definitely not recommending that you just go out and buy all the tiers, and I don't even have a creator code to benefit from that, but if I did, oh boy. Anyway, I don't really care what you spend your money on, but if you do want to spend it on tiers, that's up to you. Anyway guys, hopefully these tips do help you level up your battle pass slightly faster, especially that last one. I'm pretty sure nobody ever would have thought of that before. The battle pass is of course a bit of a grind, but there are definitely loads of cool items available for unlock, and you've only got to spend like $15 for it. New guns, new cosmetics, and new blueprints all help keep the game interesting, and it does of course support the developers being able to continue to make content for this game. Even though Activision made like $4 billion in microtransactions last year, as of course we've mentioned a number of times in these videos, there are definitely loads of ways to help you get those pass tiers quickly, and hopefully this video did help you out. Thank you very much for watching this one. Of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button, of course, with those notifications turned on if you are new around here. We've got loads of Season 6 content lined up in the upcoming days, so do not miss out on that. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!